bastard sermon, you motherfuckers.
No, Luke. Dude, for the last fucking time, all French people are not born gay. Welcome to another episode of the Bastard Sermon. I am one of your two hosts, Cody Hucker. Hello? Did we get cut out on Zoom?
Ashamed Luke Young.
Come on.
Ashamed.
It was a solid one. It was a solid one to creep in there. I mean, I just like, for you to just every
Dude,
episode ask me.
Did it, I was like, Tom Segura.
Yeah, that's.
As soon as you
I'll be
said
honest.
it, I was like, oh, Tom Segura, Two Bears, One Cave.
I stole his
right
joke
away.
format. Yep, you're right. I 100% did, but I've never heard him use that one, so I feel original still, and that's fine with me. Our guest this week is a legendary eater, well-renowned chili consumer in the Cincinnati area. You can see him on any bus stop bench eating any variety of fast foods and fast food beverages. He also used to do comedy when that was a thing. Blake Hammond, motherfuckers, what's going on, buddy? Just the Clip podcast, half of them.
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
I
would say you could see Cody next to any school, but he's not allowed within 500 feet of any of them.
Pedophilia, zing!
He's a pedophile. He's a fucking pedophile. I mean, this would have made sense if they had heard what we were talking about before. But
No one tell my kids.
I didn't say you were a sick fuck. I didn't say you fuck your own kids.
Yeah, just other people.
Yeah, I mean,
I did.
It's fucking you good. Luke did. Yeah, Luke
I
said
did.
that.
Oh, thank you,
That
guys.
wasn't
In
me.
passing, to a few people.
Thank you very
I
much.
just wanted to spread the seeds and let it grow organically.
I appreciate how easy, Blake, how easy it is to get your podcast. Like it's like it only streams at 3 a.m. on a secret Instagram and the fucking for 15 minutes, and he doesn't leave the video up, and you got to get a decoder ring from a cereal box to find the code to the Instagram. Where the fuck is your podcast at, man? I was like, did they stop doing
Dude.
it? And I get on YouTube, and there's 3 clips, one from like 6 years ago, another from like 2
6
months ago.
years?
Then there's fucking like one from 8 minutes ago. Like, oh yeah, I'm going on the Bastard Sermon. Better have a podcast ready to go. And then I was like, where the fuck is the rest of this podcast at? How do people get your
No.
shit, man?
Dude, it's out there. Okay, first of all, there's like 4 clip compilations on Spotify, at least, maybe 5. And then there's like 4 videos on YouTube, and then the rest is on the Patreon. There's our Instagram page.
What's
There's
the
a bunch
Patreon?
of clips.
What is the Patreon?
It's just the Clip podcast on Patreon. It's like $3 a month, and you get everything. We put everything on there.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
but
yeah.
dude, we just did that. We just did it took so long to put some out because Jeremy was editing a 3-hour fucking podcast we did reviewing the fall of the Cabal, that fucking QAnon documentary.
Yeah, I saw part of
So,
that in preparation for this. And
there's like 20 minutes. You cut it down to like 20 minutes, and it's fucking wild. Holy shit.
what kind of shit do they
I
go
need to
over
check
in
that
inside
out.
of it? Like, what kind of stuff are they talking
What kind
about?
of shit?
Yeah.
Dog. I mean, the first minute they were like chemtrails, 9/11, fucking like Obama's from
Building
Kenya. Like, you know what I mean?
7.
They did everything in the first 20 minutes that's already a conspiracy theory, and then the rest of it was like satanic pedophiles, JFK Jr.'s coming back.
Interdimensional vampires.
Interdimensional vampires is on there. The Jews run everything.
Well, I mean, okay, they get one right, and then all the rest sound crazy. But
Yeah, 9/11 was a thing.
oh,
It's
man.
just coincidentally.
So it's just hack conspiracy
coincidental.
theories? Like it's just Alex Jones
Dude, it's
regurgitations?
It's every conspiracy theory put together, plus all the liberals are satanic pedophiles. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's wild. It is so much fun.
Is it that type of documentary where like after it's been out a while, like people are gonna start referencing it like a bunch
No,
of
dude,
idiots?
they took it. It all got taken down off YouTube. We watched this like during the summer, and Jeremy finally went through it all. But it got taken off of YouTube. And this lady that made it, she takes like selfies and like puts it in the documentary. So it'll be like she'll like be like, oh, why does Hillary Clinton have all these weird emails? And then she'll take a selfie of herself being like, and like have like a thought bubble above it. it's like that kind of documentary. Does that make sense?
God.
Like,
Yeah. Because I
Oh
watched
my
do you remember the
God.
Zeitgeist documentary? Did you ever watch
Yes,
that back
yes,
in
it's
2007?
Yes, it's Zeitgeist for boomers. That's literally what we said.
That's fucking awesome. I'm such a
Zeitgeist for
that I was so into that as a kid, but by the way, I was 13 on MySpace, and I was like, this sounds really legit. And then one of my friends showed it to his dad, and his dad had to sit me down. He watched it with me, and I remember him pausing it, Googling information, being like, look, he's full of shit, and then like continuing it. This man was just like,
What a
you're
good
spreading.
dad.
It was. He was like, you're spreading a disease to other children by doing this shit. He was like, maybe the religion stuff makes a little bit of sense, but that's the only shit that they got right, even a little bit, and they still fuck that stuff up. So yeah, shout out to fucking Jamie's dad and shit like that for
What a
for doing
good
it.
dad. What a good dad.
Really?
That's a great dad.
Really?
If only that was my dad. Instead, he was like
I
high on
know,
Percocet,
fucking
letting me
Sam-
watch the Zeitgeist documentary. Yeah, thinking about killing himself or
My
whatever.
dad would be sitting down and pausing it and being like, this guy has everything right. And this is why. Like, he would be backing him. Like, he would brainwash the shit out of me, dude.
Oh, my dad used to just get wildly drunk towards the end of his life when he was a pillhead lunatic, and he would sit at the bar in the basement, and I'd sit with him, and he would say the most horrifically racist things that I've ever heard in my entire life, I can't even, and conspiracy weird shit on top of that, and I'm 12 years old absorbing all this fucking insane man's fucking racist rhetoric. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, my dad knows what he's talking about. And then I go upstairs and watch the Zeitgeist documentary and go to school and just tell everybody all this horse shit that I learned at my fucking insane house.
Oh,
You know how
Dude,
many...
you're why QAnon's a thing. Like, you fucking went to school and told people all this racist, fucking dumb shit
Yes.
from Zeitgeist, and now they're like in the pandemic and they hear about QAnon and they hear it like come back at them again, and they're like, Cody Hucker one time in the 7th grade told me about this. I think he might have been right.
But this is how that happens.
Yeah, dude, you started this shit. It's on you, man.
It's a legion of people who are raised by stupid
that's a
people.
fucking fact.
It's a legion of people that are raised by dummies, which is just most fucking people. That's why this shit exists.
That's
Because there's
true.
terrible fucking parents like my dad out there telling kids dumb shit, letting them watch whatever they want. Like fucking.
Also, though, Zeitgeist was on Netflix for like 2 years. So I mean, you had I don't know if it's just. I mean, it was up there. Like when Netflix first started streaming, like all of that shit was on there. All of that fucking wild conspiracy docs were on. Like,
do you remember
plain sight?
Do you remember the Michael Rupert one where they went to go talk to Michael Rupert about like the Iran Contra conspiracy that he busted open, and he was like, "Fuck that! I want to talk to you about oil." And he just sits there and Shane smokes American spirits and tells you about how the whole world's gonna burn to the ground by 2012, and you're like, "I'm fucking locked into that on that thing." It was awesome. I was showing everybody. I was like, "Did you know oil's in everything? You can't get fucking anywhere without." I was like, "Go outside, look at the ground," just regurgitating this fucking shit. Like, the asphalt's made of oil. All the cars all run on oil. You can only fix it with oil. The street lights, they're burning on oil right now. The birds all made of oil in the sky. Like, fucking just smoking American spirits and shit like that. About to shave my head bald. Yeah, I was so into all that horse shit. And you're right. Netflix had right there ready to go. Like, they were like, yeah, you want crazy shit? We got crazy shit. Let's go, bro.
It was like that. Right when they started, it was like that shit. And then they also had like, hey, have you heard of Tom Segura? Like, it was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like that.
Yeah.
It was either Zeitgeist or Tom Segura, and they both blew up.
Yeah. Bill Burr's a funny redhead with a Boston accent.
Right.
Check this guy out. He screams
But have
fuck.
you heard of Ancient Aliens?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. We didn't address this, but pussy ass, bitch ass, third Mike, Patrick Seda is not on the episode tonight, and it's because he had a little migraine. His head kind of was hurting him a little bit, so he decided not to show up. Let me tell you why I had to bring this up. And well, other than people are like, where the fuck is Pat right now? The reason we tune into the bastard sermon. We're about to Pat Seda isn't here. We're shutting this motherfucker down. Like, I don't even want to listen to the rest of this fucking podcast. Other than that, I'm telling you, because last week on the fucking Jack Griffin episode, I was coming down with, I guess, a norovirus or fucking some 24-hour horrific flu. And I felt it as I turned the podcast on. I was getting weak. Like, I couldn't hold my drink. There was fans telling me, like, weird. You sounded like you were, like, fucked. And I was like, I was 100. I was, like, holding my shit together for 3 hours. Like, I could feel diarrhea brewing in my stomach. Just like just like real loud, and I'm eating hot Nashville hot beef jerky the entire fucking time, you know, trying to calm my rumbling.
Fucking white trash piece of shit. You're like, oh, I'm fucking dying, but I can't stop eating this Nashville hot jerky I got from fucking Speedway.
No, Pat got it for me when he got the guitar. It's great jerky, but it's so fucking hot. Lights your whole mouth on fire. You forget the fucking, it's on your hands. You go take a piss. You light your whole dick on fire. It's insane. And I'm eating a bag of this, and it's my only meal for the day. My stomach's gurgling, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh God, I still have
That's why you got sick.
I have 3 hours to go, and that's the episode we decide we're going to watch horrific e-fucked videos of girls sticking spaghetti and meatballs up her asshole and shitting it out onto a plate and then fucking eating it, and like horror porn. And I'm sitting over here watching it, trying not to pass out, and then Luke's like, I know a video where a bear gets shot and 2 people fuck on top of it. And I was like, no, please God, I can't do it tonight. Like, this week is not the week I can do it. And I fucking made it through 3 hours, feel migraine, weakness. I feel like I'm going to black out the whole time. We're watching asshole spaghetti videos. Pat's like, my head hurts. The minute we turn this podcast off, I was like, boys, I don't feel right. And then I walk into the other room and I proceed to throw up and shit everywhere for the next fucking 12 hours straight. And then I couldn't sleep all night long because every time that I would slowly get to sleep, I would wake up puking, choking on my own puke, pissing diarrhea out of my asshole. And by the way, the Nashville beef jerky thing is important because that's all I had been eating. And that's all that was left to shit out in piss format and to throw up was hot, spicy beef jerky that was hot as fuck going down. And even worse, now that it's mixed with bile and it's in diarrhea form, spraying uncontrollably out of my asshole. And it was just, I was so weak and I felt fucking terrible. But I'll tell you what, I made it through that goddamn podcast. If Pat's not here because his little bitch head hurts, are you shitting me? Where the fuck is Pat at tonight? Fuck you, Pat. That's
I don't miss episodes.
Yeah, Luke has never missed an episode. Never goddamn once, because he has nothing else to do except for not clean his closet and fucking go to the
not clean his. I love that you got a fucking the worst backdrop I've ever fucking seen. Now you just look homeless with that. It's like, dude, just have your weird closet. Just have your fucking weird. You have the closet of a man who owns a snake. So just fucking own it, dude. Just fucking own it. Like, I don't know.
Dude,
understand.
I fucking hate snakes, dude. I hate.
Yeah,
snakes.
but you have a closet of a guy who for sure has a snake. You know what I mean? Like that lost it, and it's
or
in his
spider.
fucking weird Gundam. Yeah, a spider, like a tarantula.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Yeah, dude. You
well,
get
I have a fuckload of Gundam.
I know
I
you
have
do.
a
Fucking
scary
Gundam
amount
shit.
of Gundam models.
I know you do. I know you do. You have Gundam and swords in that closet, your Gundam sword closet. You got dog. Just fucking take the backdrop down.
You say Gundam sword closet like that's not a cool ass thing to have. Gundam
I mean, dog.
sword closet sounds
14,
rad
it's
as
dope.
shit, bro.
Yeah, if you're 14, it's dope. Not if you're 28 and that's your parents' basement. Come on, dude. Clean that closet.
Yeah, man.
And your
Come
excuse
on.
is, it's not my closet full of my 12 swords and my Gundam sex toys. Oh, yeah? Well, you're living at your parents' house, so clean it for them, you fuck. What are you doing? You paying them rent? Go clean that hoarded closet with all your swords in it.
That's not my closet.
Whose
Yeah, I
closet
know.
is it then? Whose
Yeah.
Gundams are in there?
Yeah, dude.
The Gundams really aren't stored in there.
Horseshit. I don't believe you for a minute. Pull
I have
everything out of your
two-
closet
I
right
have
now and show
two
me.
Huge, full cardboard boxes full of Gundam boxes. That's where they're all stored.
Also, Luke, did anyone tell you that when you got that fucking backdrop for Christmas, that you're allowed to iron it and not make it look like it's the fucking like there's so many creases. There's like more creases every week. Do you sleep with it as a blanket? Like you swaddle your dog in that fucking backdrop
It
when you're
also
done with the
looks
podcast?
like you're doing.
I do and put in the same amount of effort I know your bitch ass would, and that's I just roll it the fuck up and I throw it in the other room.
Dog, it looks like you're doing a podcast from a Spencer's Gifts. That's what it looks like. You look like a fucking Hot Topic wall. It's like,
shut up and keep it down. I'm on my fucking break, Blake. Jesus Christ.
I mean, for fuck's sake, Luke, I make my bed every episode and shit like that. Like,
fucking Jason and Kelly are gonna get mad, man. They're running the cashier right now.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, so fucking hold on. I got all this fucking the first thing that I wrote down, by the way, I was like, "Oh, I'm having Blake on. I better shit on him right away for how hard it is to find just a clip." Like, I'm such a shitty fucking host and friend in general. Oh yeah. I've just been
you're not wrong.
So other people have told me like fucking oh, Cody ruins the podcast at some point around the 2-hour point by drinking. So I've been making an active effort to not drink on the podcast, except for today where I'm ready to just burn the whole fucking podcast.
He has a buzzball and 2 Milwaukee Beasts tall boys.
I was doing
get ready for a very sleepy and filled with zero effort Patreon yet again, guys.
No, this is where it's different.
Get ready for Cody to say the N-word, because it's about to happen.
That's never happened.
To hear about the Holocaust not being real.
Oh fuck. No, this is different. This is where it's different, motherfuckers. I'm usually so distressed that we're not in the studio on this garbage-ass fucking Zoom platform recording a podcast that I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it sucks.
I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to quit the podcast next week anyways. I don't give a shit if anybody listens to this fucking stupid-ass fucking podcast. Fuck everybody that spends money on it. And then I would get drunk and not care and just falling asleep like, yeah, and also my penis is little, and then back to drinking. Like, I don't give a fuck because we're on Zoom. But this is where it's different. I'm full of seething hatred recently, and that is more fun for a good meltdown and for a good fucking rant when I'm drinking. So, like, if I have this hatred, you pour this alcohol, gasoline on the fire, and I'll blow up, and it might not be, like, coherent or pretty, but I mean, it'll be something to listen to this time. So don't worry, listeners. I'll give you all the bang for your $5 towards the end of this motherfucker and shit like that. All right.
Hey, some of them pay 10.
Some of them pay 10. Yeah, thank you so much.
You better say the N-word, dude. You better say it. People aren't paying $10 for you to not say the N-word.
I'm convinced that's what Cumtown does on their Patreon. I haven't. They put all the parts back in where they had to edit out Nick Mullen saying the N-word over and over again.
Stop, just like fucking dying every time he says it.
Yeah. That whole podcast is a one-man show by Nick Mullen. Every time Adam tries to talk, he just screams at him to shut the fuck up. No, Adam, shut the fuck up. We're on a comedy podcast, and you're over here talking about what? IKEA, suck a dick, and then he goes back to like ranting to himself while Stav just gets weak. Like, Stav every once in a while sings a song about being gay or having a small dick, but then Mullen will go on for like 30 minutes about the most hilarious, irreverent shit. It's the best podcast, and everything that sums up my humor. Shut off this podcast and go listen to Cumtown, because it's way better than whatever stupid fucking shit we're going to talk about tonight. But, yeah, we used to get compared to them, and I never listened.
Stav is funny. Stav is like
actually
funny, and he never fucking talks.
He's the best.
He's so funny.
He just lets Nick sit there and fucking tear him apart the entire episode. Like, he's sitting there like, he was like, I had a dream. Then Nick interrupts immediately that you were laying on a bed of lettuce and just basting yourself with juices while there's an apple in your mouth and there's smoke around you. Just like calling him fat every fucking way to Sunday. That's the whole show. And Stav, if you listen to any of his shit, any of his roast battles, any of his appearances on any other show, Bobby Kelly show and all that shit, he's fucking hilarious. Like, all of his fucking stand-up's funny every time, but he doesn't say dick on that show. It's the Nick Mullen program.
But Nick is fucking super funny too, and that's what
he's the best.
That's what sucks. Yeah, but he's like so dominant that it's hard. I feel like it's just hard to get in edgewise, you know.
Yeah.
But Nick is fucking great. Yeah, Adam really just has the
Why is he there? He's there to get screamed at. That's what he's there for. Fuck Adam, that's why. But I only brought it up because I thought about it today. Because Cumtown is a fairly recent listen for me. Like I just started downloading it like 3 months ago, and I was like, this podcast is fucking awesome. But I only downloaded it because a bunch of people on Reddit kept like finding us through some post Pat made and was like, you guys remind me of Cumtown. And I'm like, what the fuck is this Cum podcast? And then I was like, oh, I recognize these guys from like Legion of Skanks and shit like that. Like I know they're funny. And then I listened. And I'm like, this is my new favorite podcast, and you liars didn't tune into us from Cumtown. Like fuck you. Go listen to like the Bastard Sermon is a fucking Cumtown. Like way funnier than us. I've recycled other shitty fucking jokes that you've probably heard another comic tell because I can't remember if I'm stealing somebody else's joke and just shitting it out on a podcast. They're actually original, funny fucking people. It's almost insulting to them.
I knew exactly.
To have them compared to us. Go ahead, Luke. Sorry.
I knew exactly when you fucking found that podcast, because the moment you found that podcast, you were like, Luke, why aren't you doing this? We need to be doing this. It's the Cumtown's doing this, and they make millions of dollars. We're not making millions of dollars yet.
I didn't say that.
Happen, all right?
That's not what I said. That's never what I said.
It was exactly like that for like a few weeks.
Well, because I was like, they literally get on the podcast. They have sponsors that pay them money, and then they'll just like fucking like talk about Nazi war memorabilia in the middle of a Blue Chew read. And then next week, Blue Chew's willing to pay them more money. Like, how? How are they doing this? So I'm like, how are we not fucking doing this somehow? Like, what do we have to say? You want me to say retard more? I'll say retard more, man.
Dude,
like, what is?
I don't know what the fuck
formula
we need to do to get. I don't know what the fuck we need to do to get ads. I see motherfuckers that we've had on the show that have like smaller businesses, and they're getting ads from like
fuck ads.
Butcher
You need to
that.
just
I'm like, what?
fucking message.
How?
Just email
How?
them. Just email them. Just email the fucking places, dude. They'll let you do reads. They'll let you do reads.
Do you have
Just
sponsors?
email them. No, I mean we don't ever try, but
Fuck
we
sponsors.
we don't try.
Fuck sponsors.
I think if you guys want sponsors, just go get them.
No, fuck sponsors. I don't want fucking
Shut
sponsors.
up, Cody.
I just want more money on the
Shut up,
Patreon,
Cody.
maybe,
Yes,
if people think it's worth spending the money on. Like, I don't know. If you think that we're a podcast with integrity and we have funny shit, pay for it. But if not, cool, we do 2 hours for free. Fuck the sponsor money. Like, we make enough to not have to pay to do this podcast, basically. And then the Patreon, the extra shit for the studio. But I appreciate our local sponsors and shit, but I don't want more sponsors. Suck a dick with your money. I would rather just have the fans, like, if you like the podcast, pay for it on Patreon. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, Luke. I see Luke.
2 seconds ago, you were like, "How do they get sponsors?" Like,
no, that Luke said
I
that.
want
No. Luke said that. I was curious how Cumtown kept their sponsors after just talking crazy. That's what I would like. I'd like to be at a level where I could fucking talk stupid shit and not even do their read and fuck up the promo code at the end, and they still pay me. Then it's worth it. But any other time, it's just a waste of fucking.
You were getting mad at me because we weren't making millions of dollars like they were, and now you're like, no, I don't want any sponsors. I don't want any money. I just want the Patreon
No, motherfucker.
money.
I just wanted the goddamn Patreon to be up for the first time in 3 years, cunt. What do you mean? Yeah, I was like,
you. I am so down for those other sponsors. And like I said, if we get sponsors that pay more, we just got to start axing the sponsors that pay less. It's just business, baby. We got to be making that money.
This is riveting podcasting.
I'm trying to quit my job because you are ruining it.
Just start doing reads right now. I don't know. Just
start reading anything and then
Yeah,
fucking ask them for money.
Go buy a Snickers with promo code bastard.
You know what? Yeah, the Holocaust isn't real, but you know what is real? Waiting in line at the post office. Stamps.com.
And then retroactively ask them for money, but don't tell them where in the podcast.
Yeah, dude, Stamps.com. It's Stamps.com. You don't have to wait in line at the post office, and there's no Jews. So you could just...
Holy fucking shit.
Dude, just do reads. Just do reads, and fucking eventually people will be like, that's pretty good. People actually are going to stamps.com because they hate Jewish people. But
holy fuck, dude. Are you still doing comedy? Or are you just like sitting on your nuts, like waiting for something to happen?
The last show I did was November, and I headlined Wiley's in Dayton. But I'm just waiting to get the fucking shots, man.
How is it? I know that it used to be a boring thing to talk comedy. Like, I don't know, I fucking do comedy. But now it's like, shit is fucking weird.
Dude,
like,
I fucking miss it so much. I miss fucking stand-up, so I'm going fucking nuts in my house. Because you could just... Because I write every day still, but it's like I don't have the fucking... Like, I can't go out and do it. Because I used to just fucking write something and then that night go fucking say it. And it either works or it doesn't. And I work on it some more. But now it's just like overthinking it for like months at a time. And the only people that are working right now...
that you can't like workshop it.
Yeah, that I can't just like immediately, because some things when you write it, you're like, that's fucking dope. But like other things, you're like, that might work. I don't know. It might be too fucked up. It might not be fucked up enough. You know what I mean? To say like it's a weird middle.
How often were you getting up? Like prior to COVID, like prior to March?
Every night.
Every night?
Every
Doing
night,
how long? How many
every
minutes?
night. It just depends. Like if I was doing shows, it was probably 30 to 40. If I was doing just like mics here, which was like, like the weekends I'd have shows, like actual paid, whatever, probably like Thursday on. But then like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was here. So I would do like 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just around town, just little places, just to workshop new shit.
And now the last time is 4 months ago for some guy that used to get up fucking 7 days a fucking week. Like,
yeah, it's just not worth it though, dude. Like fucking, nobody knows how this shit's gonna affect you long term, and apparently it affects your brain and shit. So I'm like not fucking with it, and I'm too fat to fucking get it. So you know what I mean? Like, I cannot fucking. I'm not gonna die just to go do a fucking open mic in Cincinnati, Ohio. You know what I mean?
I got it.
People doing comedy right now fucking suck. To be honest, they fucking are really bad, and they never did it. They never got paid to do it before, so they're like, I have to do it now.
Are they still doing those horse shit like Instagram live shows? The ones that are fucking just them in their bedroom?
Yeah,
like
it's the fucking worst. They're trying to do Zoom shows and shit. It just fucking sucks. It's not worth it.
I listened to Colin Quinn talk about it's like him, Rich Voss, Bert Kreischer, and fucking Chris DiStefano was doing like a drive-in theater show or whatever where they stream it into everybody's radio. And I just listening, I was like, this sounds fucking horrible. Like I don't want to watch comedy like this. It's fucking dog shit way to do this. I don't.
And then they honk if they like it. It's a fucking nightmare.
Worst.
It's a nightmare.
Stepping on your dick.
That sounds
with a horn.
Terrible.
They have a goddamn fucking like air propelled horn that's loud enough to like you can hear inside of another closed vehicle. Let alone you're on stage trying to tell jokes and some assholes fucking the punchline. It was bad enough when he's screaming faggot in the middle of your thing and you're like, I gotta get the gay basher in the middle of the crowd, but now he's got a whole horn? Are you shitting me? Like, what are you supposed to fucking do? I don't know. That sounds like
that means they like you. Like it's like that fucking sucks.
Encouraging heckling with the loudest means possible. Fuck that.
Yeah,
shit.
right.
It's retarded.
There's that, and then like fucking then what? Somebody drives away during your fucking, and they have nowhere else to go because it's fucking quarantine. You know what I mean? Nothing else is open, so they're like, oh, cool, thanks. This is great.
Oh, that's gotta really kill your boner.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
but yeah,
he's been doing those drive-in tours since like the beginning of COVID,
yeah,
like the quarantine.
Yeah, because he
did it almost like right away.
But it's an easy way to make money for him. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't really matter. Like
he's a money whore, so it doesn't matter because
for sure.
He's like, I don't care about integrity. I got to feed my family, so fuck you. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to feed my family. Which on some level I can respect.
House with a moat. He's building a house with a moat.
He was building a house with a moat.
Still happening.
We'll talk about it on the Patreon because I don't want to fuck up Blake's stupid career and dumb comedy because we talk shit on Bert Kreischer right now.
Why is that gonna?
He doesn't need to be worried. He doesn't need to be worried about. Bert
follows me on Twitter, but he doesn't fucking know who I am. You know what I mean? He only retweets me when I talk about Oxycontin or something, so it's like it's not really that big of a deal.
Oh yeah, you have the Patton Oswalt connect. We can talk all the shit you want about Bert Kreischer because you got the real sweet connect to Patton Oswalt and shit like that.
Yeah, right. I don't give a fuck
your
about Bert.
Your best friend Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
Do you have any like stories of talking with Patton?
A little bit. I mean, they're not really interesting. It's just like movies and stuff. Like I just like send him movie recs. It's like a weird friendship.
That's dope, though.
I mean? Like,
he's
just like cool.
He's my he's just my favorite comedian.
No, I know,
like,
me
hands
too. So
down.
it's
like,
it's weird. And now I'm just trying to not treat him like he's a celebrity. So it's just it's
Yeah.
just an odd like I'm just trying to treat him like a dude, but he's still a fucking rich dude. So it's like real hard to relate to him, you know. But
yeah.
yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know. He's also like he's super liberal online and like a lot, and I'm super liberal, but like he's like a shitty Democrat sort of, you know what I mean? Like
real preachy about it.
You know, like a Joe Biden kind of Democrat, you know what I mean? Where like it's not really gonna do anything. Almost like you're almost like a Republican at that point. So it's like it's hard for me to not cringe sometimes when he posts like this, you know what I mean? Like louder for the people in the back, like that kind of shit.
Where they're making
yeah.
a fucking a music video instead of like they're just glad handing people on TV instead of actually doing anything that changes a problem. Like Black Lives do matter. What, did you give any money or fucking like do anything? Nope, not a dime. But I put it on Instagram. Like, well, you're not helping. What do you mean?
I mean, he's got a lot of followers, so I do think it helps. But it's just like it's just sometimes, man, you just post stuff that's like, dog, you 20 years ago would fucking hate Joe Biden. You would have thought he was a fucking psycho. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
They've put him in the only choice, though. So they've put him as the only choice.
Right, no, it isn't a choice. Yeah, I totally get that.
Like,
but
only Joe Biden. Like, I fucking hated both of them, and I was like, God, I'm not voting. I didn't vote, and I regretted it. After the fucking Trump had his boys storming the Capitol, I really regretted it. I was like, why the fuck didn't you vote, you piece of shit?
Did you know anybody that stormed it?
Fuck no. Did you? You knew somebody that stormed it, bro? Let's go. Let's go right now. Oh, shit. Did they get him yet? I want to know everything. Tell me the story. How long you know How long you know, homie?
Are they arrested
Don't
yet?
dox
Or
him.
do they have-
Don't dox him.
They're off of social media. They're fucking completely gone.
Fuck.
It's some guy that I went to college with, and I only knew him for like a month. His name is Steven, but he
don't tell
like
me he's a zip tie, bro. If he's zip tie, bro.
No, he's not. No, dude, he's like a fat fucking. He's like fat. He's like 5'2". He looks like Groot, sort of. You know what I mean? Despicable Me. But he also looks like a minion. Like he's like that. Like,
he's the guy at the helm of the overthrow of the Capitol building.
Yeah.
5'2" fat fuck with a penis that is half the size of mine, divided by Luke's penis.
So he went to the thing, and I was like, oh, he's there, whatever. He's a fucking idiot. And then I saw him post a picture of being inside of it, and then he was gone. But like I was like trying to think back of like the stuff I know about this kid, and the only time I remember really hanging out with him is one time we were 18 and we were driving in Clifton, and he got pulled over, and we were smoking weed. And he cried to the cops. And it's real weird, like now, just like he's like, oh, you guys helped beat a cop to death when you cried like fucking 10 years ago because we got pulled over for smoking weed. He's a fucking pussy, dude. It's wild. It's fucking crazy.
Was he on any of the news articles, or like did he do anything?
No, he wasn't a big like player in it. Like I'm sure he's gotten contacted by the FBI just because his cell phone was on in there. They have to know. You know what I mean?
I wish Pat was here for this, because Pat was practically jerking off to videos of people being pulled just by their hair off of airplanes, which I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
Dude,
like, you fucking assholes.
Funny.
Like, you fucking
it was
patriot
awesome.
cocksuckers. Like, you all just fucking, like, go and storm the Capitol, kill police, that you've been Blue Lives Matter, and fuck Trayvon Martin when that happened, and oh yeah, that guy shouldn't have been. Eric Garner shouldn't have been selling Lucy's. I hope I've got the right guy right. And then fucking
you got it
George
right.
Zimmerman. Well, did you look at his criminal record? Fucking like all these cocksuckers that have been supporting the police the entire time go and fucking break all of the laws, go storm the Capitol building, and are responsible for two police officers being dead. Or some shit like that. It's like they all got what was coming to them. It was fucking hilarious to me. And they're at the helms of the extremist movement that's led by the president of our fucking nation at the time. It's insane to me. Like, and then they all got like, I was like, is anything gonna happen? Because it was like, I had a lot of friends go down to the Black Lives Matter protests and shit like that, and like be a big part of it or whatever, and I didn't because I was like, I got kids. I'm gonna fucking don't go down there and get arrested. I got shit to do and bills to pay.
Right.
But fucking like saw a bunch of people getting fucking maced on the daily
Dude,
and rubber bulleted for
I was down
not
there.
doing shit. They weren't even like they weren't doing dick. These motherfuckers stormed the Capitol building. If that was a Black Lives Matter protest, they'd have set up Gatling guns and just like they would have had 3 cops
so
dressed like
many
the
people.
Terminator from Terminator 2 with a chain gun, just taking them down on the steps. Like these motherfuckers got to kill 2 cops, and then they let them march out at the end. They arrested 2 people the night of, and I was like, are they not gonna get theirs? And they, like you would have, like fair is fair, motherfuckers. Do it to everybody. You're gonna do it to one movement, do it to the other. And then fucking, I was like, are they not gonna get theirs? And then when they finally started arresting people in the middle of airports, and they're crying like, it's not fair, it's not fucking fair, dude.
This is how they treat us.
I was in Nancy Pelosi's office looking for all the secrets that she's hiding about the fucking. I knew it would prove that the Holocaust wasn't real after all. We keep going back to the Holocaust denial because I assume that's what all these fucking assholes believe in. But yeah,
Dude, they're also like the people who like won't get the COVID vaccine because they think that the fucking government's gonna put a tracking device in them.
You
and then they
carry
all
the
fucking
tracking device.
Then they
Sorry.
fucking stormed the Capitol with their phones on. It's like that's gonna fucking get you on a list forever.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
They're
you're
gonna
done.
fucking. You're done. They're
You're
gonna
completely
fucking
done.
track you for the rest of your life. You didn't have to get the fucking vaccine.
You're all going to be brandished pedophile, or not, I'm sorry, I was getting to a different thing in my head that went to pedophile. You're all going to be brandished as terrorists for the rest of your life while fucking Trump's on pedophile island getting his dick sucked by 12-year-old boys like left and right, and another Russian mail order bride when he gets tired of Melania and just shoots her right in the head and has like some fucking, like his team of Mexican like house cleaners sweep the body into a dumpster and fucking dumper wherever fucking his new golf course is going to be built or whatever. And then
I'm not gonna let you brush by the fact that you called them all pedophiles.
I'm brushing by it, but I did it because I was getting to a
The
pedophile
mob
island
just,
thing in
like,
my head.
Storming the Capitol, like, where's Barron's bedroom?
We're 40 minutes in. I'm already
No, I
drunk
thought
enough
you
to
guys
fuck that
were
up.
with us. I thought you guys were also pedophiles. QAnon told me that you guys
We're
like
not
to
all
fuck
here.
kids.
We're
Oh
not
my
all
God.
here to fuck Barron.
That's what I should do with my like shitty like.
There's Barron's bedroom. That's so funny.
I should go back to like how I was raised shittily and like told all these conspiracy theories at school that were completely not true, but make my own up and just start saying on the podcast. But about the Patriots, like they were there because they were part of a grand Trump pedophile conspiracy. What this whole thing really is that all the Trump supporters are pedophiles. Not some of them, not just a couple of them, but all of them. They're all in a big cabal of intergalactic pedophile vampire. It just turned the QAnon thing on their heads on them. That's the way to do it. Like when you troll.
Well, the thing about liberals is they fucking suck at doing like the shit that the right wing does.
Yeah.
So like liberal QAnon is like Trump's going to prison. Like that's liberal QAnon. You know what I mean? Like that's like as far as they'll go. Where that's their fantasy is Trump being in jail, which is not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, get creative. Make some shit happen. If they're going to play the game, play the game better, you motherfuckers. You're creative, right? You're smart.
Right, we're
play
all
the
fucking,
game better.
we're the art side. Why can't you guys make up a cool fucking conspiracy?
Yeah, come on.
It's the fucking worst.
Too much reason and sense going on. Too much logic and fucking facts and conclusions being drawn for fucking
Who
conspiracies.
gives a fuck about facts, dude? None of it matters.
Do we,
It's all
do
the
we know?
Do we know what?
Do we know where, like, what Trump has been doing or where he's been since he left?
He's just been in
office?
Florida golfing.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. He's
He
doing
sent
this.
a mean. He sent a mean letter to SAG Afro when they found out that they were about to boot him from SAG or whatever. And he was like, "I quit," and then that was the whole thing.
For Home Alone 2. I like how there was an article that I thought was pretty funny. The headline was Home Alone 2 actor Donald Trump quits SAG before he can be fired from SAG instead of President of the United States, Home Alone 2 actor. I was like, that's pretty fucking funny. Like that's what I'm talking about. You need more of shit like that. Like get creative with this shit. Like don't be all serious. Nobody gives a fuck about serious. Make people laugh and make people angry on the other side. They're all calling you snowflakes and libtards. Like flip the script on them. That's why when I went to the Coleraine Talks page, I live in Coleraine, and they're all on there promoting Trump and shit and like homophobia and fuck the trans people. So I got on there and just started calling them all gay, like, because they don't know how to deal with that. It's like fucking, they're like, hold on, you're a liberal faggot, but you're calling me gay? Hold on a minute, I don't know what to do here. And then you just want Trump's big, hard, rigid orange penis in your mouth, and that's why you can't get his nuts out of it. That's why it's got to be on the back of your bike, because you wish that it was him straddling you on the back of it, rock hard, just in your ass. And then I got booted off Facebook for like 4 days because I took it too far. But yeah, I was trying to get creative with it because I was like, I don't know, maybe like to my gay buddies and shit like that, it's insulting if I'm using a homophobia against the homophobes, but I thought it was clever. So
yeah, I think, dude, the problem is like liberals like give people like cute nicknames and shit. You know what I mean? It's like not like they call him like Mitch McConnell's Moscow Mitch. It's like, what the fuck? That's it? That's what you fucking decided to call one of the most evil motherfuckers? Oh, he looks like a turtle. It's like, yeah, but fucking what? Yeah. Like, really? Like that's what you came up with? And say he looks like a turtle?
That's boring as shit.
That's the play. That sucks.
Yeah,
that fucking sucks.
They called Joe Biden Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe was fucking. That's funny. That's
hilarious.
Funny. Sleepy Joe in his basement. Are you kidding me? That is hilarious.
They have good slogans. They got good bumper stickers. I hate them, but they're nailing it. They're killing it on the bumper sticker game.
So funny. Donald Trump's so funny. It's fucking insane. It is crazy how funny
and infuriating because you're like, I hate you, but you're hilarious. So
I hate
you're a
you,
goddamn gold mine.
Funny. Yeah. People would just like fucking Ted Cruz would be like, oh, I don't really agree with the president's fucking foreign policy. And he was like, I don't agree that your wife's ugly. And it's like, what?
Yeah, when
then he supported him for 4 years.
And he won debates by just being an asshole because he's like, all my constituents are assholes, I'm an asshole, and all my fans are assholes, so I'm just going to be a dick. Like, oh, no, Mr. President, there's a certain way that we have to speak on these debates, and we have to make sure that our tie is perfect. Wrong. And he's just like, well, he's a liar, and that's why your son died in Iraq, or whatever the fuck. It was like, what did you say? Yes, I mean, your son is, that's why he's dead right now. Like, on national television. Like, holy, I don't know if he said that, but I'll say that he said it. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, when fucking Joe Biden... He was
probably, like, elected and sworn in and then, had a sweet little walk down to the NSA to get, like, any information he wanted on anybody and was just, like, tongue-in-cheek using it in, like, conversation and passing to get whatever the fuck
he's like,
wanted.
Dude, I need information on roasts. He was like, I just need to fucking know what I can go after these. Oh, this wife had a miscarriage in 2012. Yeah, I'll bring that up. Oh, Jeb Bush is on testosterone. Let me call him low T Jeb.
He would do shit like that, and it worked.
Yeah,
and it's like fucking just play his game. Just get somebody that's a witty asshole and get him on TV. And Joe Biden's just like pleading, like, please, come on, you guys got to do the right
thing.
Like,
Joe Biden insults people with like insults that were cool when he was a kid. You know what I mean? Like he roasts you. He's like, oh, you're a listen, hey, like he's like a fucking 30s radio announcer or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like, listen here, Jack. I'll tell you what you are. You're a two-bit paddywhack or whatever.
I hate to take it back to Cumtown, but Nick Mullen did a solid joke on that where he's just like, oh, you're no good. Jolly George is that's the problem there with you, and he's nothing but exactly what you said, basically, or whatever. He had
fucking goddamn
he's making fun of him, and he's right.
I was doing that this summer as a joke, dude.
I think it's a pretty.
I was like trying to remember it as I'm fucking on this podcast. I'm like, how did that joke go?
Well, Nick Mullen already put it out, so you're fucked now. But
fuck.
No, yeah, but you're right. Like he doesn't. Like, why can't we get somebody with charisma? Why couldn't you get fucking Bernie Sanders? I know he's old as shit too, but he's still coherent, articulate, and can fucking like get up there and like say shit that you care about, consistent throughout his entire thing. Maybe a couple things I don't agree with, but I'll take those couple fucking things. Please, God, you're the best thing since Obama and sliced bread and shit like that. Yes, Luke?
Yeah.
The thing about Bernie is he didn't even really need to be the one to be able to talk shit. Bernie had the internet, so the internet would have like talked all the shit for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, have you
Bernie...
seen all the memes, all the videos? Like, I had seen recently an anime opening of Bernie Sanders for a campaign. Dude, it was gold. It was gold. Watching Bernie Sanders fight Donald Trump like Dragon Ball Z style, it was gold.
Yeah. Should I pull that up? Hold on. I feel like that's a prime time to pull that up. How would I find it? Just Bernie Sanders like anime thing.
Bernie Sanders anime opening would probably be the best search.
Hold on, we gotta watch this together.
I know the band that plays the song too.
I think I just found it. Hold on. Oh God! Oh Jesus! Easy, steady. A little to the left. When did we become a political podcast? By the way, this is.
Oh, sorry.
It's only when we have comedians on. We had fucking Jay Armstrong on. He wants to talk about the right wing. So to balance it out, we have Blake on to talk about
because
the
he's
left.
like a fucking libertarian or whatever. He's a fucking dork.
Oh man, hold on a second. Here, I got it. Ignore all the porn tabs.
God damn it, Blake.
Here we go. Is this it, Luke?
No, it is not.
It is so loud. Wait, is it this? Is this it?
Yes.
Yeah, here we go. All right, this looks sick. He's on some steps. One eye comes open. There's a flower in kanji, inexplicably. The music is ass. Okay, so they're in a fucking... They're in a fucking... Go ahead, Blake.
Dude,
Blake's got something. Go ahead.
Bernie's like, I'm just sitting here on the steps looking at these kids in cages.
I gotta go back. It's a kid crying,
dude.
wearing an orange jumpsuit. A mother sitting down. There's barbed wire. They're obviously in like an ice containment camp or whatever from when they cross the border. She hugs him. There's a kid just staring out of a fence, like looking upset. There's an American flag in the background. Anime music going. There's somebody in the hospital.
Rush Limbaugh, and it looks like Steve Bannon's dying in the hospital.
Yeah, and then they've got a private health insurance fucking thing, chaining the doctor up from being able to help somebody that's about to die. This is brilliant. They nailed this.
This song and intro was for Naruto, dude. It was famous.
I skip those intros every time. There's 1,000 episodes of Naruto. 700 if you skip all the filler.
Right.
I'm not watching the intros. Fuck the intros. They could suck my balls. All right, so they're on top of the World Trade Center, I assume. They rebuilt the World Trade Center to have this fight. You said hold up.
They made Joe Biden look like a Titan.
Is that Andrew Yang?
Fat smile.
I'll go back. Hold on.
The smile they put for Joe Biden is fucking gold. And the fact that they turned to Donald Trump as a Dio from JoJo is amazing.
Oh, they had Pain. They had Pain like controlling fucking Mike Pence. Hold on. Wait. You'll see it. Oh, no. I took it back too far. We got to hear the music. It's not shit without the music. This is so fucking stupid. If you guys want to watch it, Bernie anime opening on YouTube, you'll see it. This is fucking sick. He should have just used this. Like, he has his pulse on the...
Exactly!
He has his finger on the internet's pulse.
Anime would have been...
Why not?
The internet would have been the PR branch he needed.
Every 18-year-old would have voted.
The fucking internet already loves Bernie. It's not an issue. The internet is his support. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like on the internet, it looks like Bernie Sanders might be the most popular politician of all time, but that's not true. You know what I mean? Like, people don't go out and fucking actually vote. You know what I mean? Like a lot of those people don't go out and vote. So like the anime thing would have been fun. It would have been a fun internet thing, but at the same time, I don't think it would have worked. Like Joe Biden got elected. Like he's the
Oh
most,
yeah, don't
like, it's
actually
like
use
fucking,
that.
yeah, they don't actually like if my dad saw that, he'd be like, "What the fuck is this gay shit?" You know what I mean? Like,
Oh man,
I
did
didn't
your
mean
dad vote for
actually
Biden though?
use that for like TV ads.
Did your dad vote for Biden?
no, absolutely not. He voted for Trump. For
Yeah, my
sure.
grandpa.
He voted for Trump.
I live with my grandpa because I'm a fucking loser, and
You're not a loser. What?
he voted for Trump.
I mean, you're a loser, but not for that reason.
Like, no, that's not the issue. But
That's
like,
not it.
yeah,
But-
come on, you are, but like, don't put yourself down for that.
It's
all the
not
other
because
shit.
you're living with your grandpa. Jesus.
If you had to define all the reasons that I'm a loser with your limited knowledge of who I am as a person, go ahead. Let's see.
What's the reason?
Don't name pedophilia.
I don't know. You look like a fucking roadie for Anthrax. I think that's number one.
Slayer? I believe I heard you say Slayer, not fucking the lamest of the big
dude.
four.
No,
Name
it's
the
Anthrax,
lamest of the
dude,
big
for
four?
Sure. You're wearing that fucking flat bill up like a fucking like you look like a suicidal
He's right.
tendencies like groupie. You know what I mean? Like it's like
I wonder what those guys are doing now. Just shooting heroin in an alley, sad that they can't fucking.
dude, Mike, he just wanted a Pepsi. He fucking that guy. I saw them like 3 years ago. They fucking suck in concert.
bet.
It's really bad.
They're bad in like just their recorded music. On the ones that they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, like this is like, let's put this on wax. It's as good as it's gonna get. That shit sucks. And I was like,
Yeah, it's fucking bad. I
never
don't
been into
understand the
suicidal
appeal.
tendencies. I hate it.
Me neither.
I think it's
Me
garbage.
neither, dude.
I don't know what it is about that. Like I could understand like Iron Reagan. Like that it has like a same goofy like personality to it a little, like a fuck the neighbor song where it's not really a song. It's more of like
Yeah.
I'm gonna show my metalhead friends that want to watch a funny music video more so than I'm gonna listen to this song actually. That's
Right.
fun to me, and some of the other shit's fun. And it seems like suicidal tendencies like an older version of that, but with like less talented people involved. I don't know.
Well, it just seemed like they were blending. They were trying to blend metal and punk. I do think that they are important, maybe for that. But other than that, outside of that, it just kind of fucking sucks and it's boring. That's mostly is what the problem is. Just kind of fucking.
Are you thirsty at all to get out and like? I know that you're thirsty for comedy. We talked about that, but like to go out and like see a show. Like, do you remember what was the last fucking like? You're a big metal guy and shit like that. What was the last like cool show that you went out to? Even if it's a shithead. Like fucking, I don't even know the band. I know this fucking noise band is playing at Junkers. I'll go down there and not have to pay a cover charge and get blackout drunk and watch these fucks play.
One of the last shows I went was, do you know John Hayes? You know,
yeah,
John
of course.
Hayes, right?
I
Yeah,
actually
went and
fucked
saw
up
Flesh Mother.
really quickly. Apologies to John Hayes. He was supposed to do my Patreon, and I went through this separation, and I fucked up. I already apologized to him, like personally. He literally didn't miss a funeral, but went to a funeral for like a close friend, and then still came and did the bastard sermon. Like, and then I fucking had him booked to do my shitty little side Patreon at 9 p.m. on a Sunday, the worst scheduling time of all time. And John, the coolest motherfucker on earth, is like, yeah, dude, I'll fucking do that. And I literally didn't even remember that it was happening at the time. So, John, I'm sorry. I love you.
Life happens.
Yeah, this motherfucker
Life
sent me a
happens, dude.
Christmas card, by the way. Did you get a Christmas card from fucking John Hayes?
I don't want John Hayes to have my address. So, no, I did not get a fucking Christmas card from John Hayes.
No, I bought a zine off of him. Like, he made a little zine or whatever.
I have that in my backpack. It fucking rules.
It's so tight. I forgot to talk about this. Hold on. Let me see if I can whip this thing out. We got to talk about John Hayes for a second. Yeah, how did that Flesh Mother show go while I'm fucking...
I went and I didn't tell him. And I didn't say hi to him either. I didn't fucking talk to him at all. I just went and fucking and watched, and then I left because I don't know. I just because he was. I mean, they were fucking great. John's fucking awesome. Real enigmatic frontman.
Yeah,
he fucking rules.
That dude does fucking everything. Like, he's doing fucking horse racing and fucking... He's a straight edge person his whole life, and fucking like snowboarding
Comedy,
and breaking his ankles.
He used to be a UFC fighter, not UFC, but like a cage fighter. Man, he's fucking done it all. He fucking rules, man.
Doesn't he just make you feel like a lazy fuck? I feel like a lazy fuck every time that I talk to that guy. I'm just like,
Yeah,
man,
but
I'm
at
doing
the
not
same
dick
time-
with my life.
But at the same time, I'm like, man, if this dumb guy can do all this stuff, then I can do probably one thing pretty good. No, I'm fucking.
Silver linings.
Anything bad about John I say is a lie. It's all jealousy. John fucking rules. He's like one of my favorite fucking people in Cincinnati. He's so fucking good.
As a joke, I
At
had
everything.
the wieners of comedy written down because I assume every comedian's seen every other comedian's penis at some point. I just assume, just from talking to him, John
Never.
Hayes for sure, largest wiener in comedy. Like, there's no way that it's not John Hayes. Like, he's at the top of
Dude,
the list.
he's got to have something bad though. I think he might have a real tiny cock.
Do you think that's
to
what
be
it is?
honest.
He's
Maybe,
overcompensating to the
yeah,
max?
he's overcompensating with all the cool, being the coolest dude in the world. He's like, I can't be mean to people.
Yeah.
I have a tiny dick.
So that by the time he pulls his penis out, they're like, all right.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is the problem. This is it.
No, but you've been nothing but nice. So like all over his, like they don't even care at that point because of the fucking
that's
track
what it
record
is.
he's got.
He doesn't have he's got a tiny cock. That's why he's so cool and awesome and everything.
Yeah, it's worse than when you're me with a tiny cock and you're just like, hey, used to have a cocaine problem, but now I don't. 2 kids, grandpa's basement. I work in the food industry, so I'm not doing dick with my life. But hey, girl, I got a podcast, so yeah. And then they're like, all right, what's that dick looking like? Like, all right, I guess. I don't know. At least you could be John Hayes and have a small penis and it's all working out for you. Luke, Luke, I haven't heard you
John's
talk
probably
in
got a
45
fucking
minutes.
hog.
What's going on in the mind of Luke Young right now? Just studying.
I've interjected here and there.
Sure. But as far as thoughts and ideas and things that you want to contribute to the podcast, what's happening in the mind of Luke Young right now? I want to really explore the depths of the freckled soul, if we can.
Well, recently I've been noticing that for whatever reason, the ads on my Facebook timeline have been, like paid promotions
Gay sex
from
ads.
people in their
Yes.
businesses.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, but like one of them was this cartoon animation of some guy trying to make like 80s power ballads, and it was just like a song dedicated to old 80s stars like David Bowie and shit like that. But one that really, really caught my eye was someone different. This was a paid ad on my timeline. It was Michael Bayard's Welcome to the Machine from the production company Music from Inside My Truck. He records his music inside his truck, and this was the song that came up on my timeline. And when I gave it a listen, I was like, "This is fucking gold. I got to make sure the world knows."
All right.
So if you want to check out, if you like this and you want to check out more, check out Michael Bayard's Rhythm Magic.
You would recommend this? This is something that you really want people to subscribe
Fuck no.
to. Oh, come on, dude. It seems like it's going to be fucking golden. Come on.
Recorded in the cab of my pickup truck.
Oh, it's like Neil Peart. I'm sorry, Neil Peart. I
Pause.
meant Geddy
Pause.
Lee. It's like Geddy Lee.
Pause.
Yes?
Dude, this
It's
is
pause, Luke. Go.
already-
Jesus Christ.
So,
It's been
like-
paused for 5 minutes, and you're like, pause.
Shut the fuck up. So if you guys go and listen to this song and watch the video, I want you to like really take in the surroundings. In the background, it looks like he just left I'm gonna assume a movie theater from the
Raping a
rows of,
child.
like,
And
lights and stuff like that. This dude has drank way too many beers. He's also probably smoked a joint or so. And he's got like a whole book of written music with notes and everything in front of him. This is something he really prepared and put thought into. Go ahead.
All right.
This is
Okay.
also, no, he's for sure in a Walmart parking lot that he lives in. Like, that is where he is right now.
I think, Blake, you're covering up your microphone somehow. I don't know how you're doing
Oh,
it.
sorry. He is in a Walmart parking lot that he lives in. That's what I said. Sorry.
From the inside of his
that is-
Dodge Omni. This
yeah,
is
that is where he is right now. This is
it's dark as fuck. It's foggy in the car from how much he's been practicing his voice. All right, let's go.
Yes.
The machine.
He looks like he's actually not playing notes on the keyboard. He's tapping the keyboard because it's right next to his penis, and he's trying to, like, on camera get away with coming in his pants. Like, it looks like he's just fidgeting with his cock instead of, like, actually playing the keyboard. And you could tell that from the sounds of the quote-unquote music that he's making. Pretty sick so far.
Welcome, my son. Welcome
Sick
to
transition.
the machine. Where have you been?
I love, by the way, that he's still in 2021 using Windows Movie Maker to do his fucking scene transitions.
Dog, it's cool to find out what the lead singer of Journey's doing now. This fucking rules.
I wish that he would kill himself with a barbecue grill inside of a hotel room like the other lead singer of Journey did.
Do you ever notice that he's like slamming his ring finger down really hard, just like remembering the fucking his ex-wife who left and there's no ring on it anymore? Like, he's just fucking slamming it and just hoping it breaks so he can never put a ring on again.
You think that's what he's getting accomplished there?
That's what I think. Yes, dude. Andy, this feels like a bad, like a Pink Floyd kind of, like, this guy was listening to a lot of Pink Floyd. He's like, "Welcome to the machine." You know what I mean? Like, it's a very
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is what would happen if Sid Barrett was alive right now. Like, if he was still doing something right now. Okay, let's see how this ends. This was a suggested ad to you. Like, this was like, Facebook was like, somebody's
Yeah, dude,
paid us
I
money to
swear
drop this into
to
your
God.
timeline.
This was targeted at you.
Yes.
They looked at your fucking
Yes.
statuses, your profile pictures, your age, and your location. You were like, this guy.
This is all we
guy
got.
owns 12. This guy owns 12 swords. I bet he would love this shit.
He won't even iron his backdrop. I'm guaranteeing you that he'll buy the entire discography of the
Are
man
we
singing in
doing
his
a
car.
video episode? Are we doing a video episode? No.
Well,
No. What am I supposed to
exactly.
impress you?
So no one doesn't.
No.
Okay, Luke. Yeah, I get it. I also put
Fucking
zero effort into this
move
podcast.
on.
I understand completely.
You fucking buster.
Where you been?
It's only another minute. We could do another minute, I think.
We're doing this guy a favor.
In the pipeline, feeling in time.
By the way, just so you guys know, this guy thinks that he's crushing puss right now. Like, in his head, he's just like, if I was on a stage, like, not in my Dodge Omni right now, I swear to God, I wouldn't make it to the bathroom without getting several women pregnant and then busting in the mouth of the bartender. Like, there's no way that I wouldn't be busting in the mouth of the bartender on the way to the bathroom where 5 guys would try to fuck me for my singing skills, and I have to bat the wieners off with a penis tennis racket to keep them from, just so I could take a piss in the urinal. Honestly,
this looks like Danny DeVito as Oswald Cobblepot in fucking Batman. Like, that's what he's got, that fucking crazy hook nose. You know what I mean?
If they put warm lighting, because that whole movie's shot with like this cool lighting the entire time. If they put warm lighting on Danny DeVito as the Penguin, you nailed that.
Dude, that is exactly what he looks like. It's like, he's like, I got new hands. I can finally pursue I can stop trying to take over Gotham City and pursue my one true love of writing terrible fucking Pink Floyd style synth music in my pickup truck.
All right. Let's see if we can finish it out. Let's see if we can get right to the. We got a couple seconds left. Let's see what we got.
Provided with choice and scouting for boys. You bought bought a guitar to punish your mom.
I love, by the way, how his keyboard isn't steadied at all by anything. Like, it's almost about to fall into his lap and fucking make his car... like, he's got his foot on the brake because there's no way that he's able to operate the parking brake at this moment. So he's just got his foot on the brake. This Casio keyboard from 1987 is going to fall at any moment to the accelerator, where he's going to crash into a family of Mexican immigrant children and go to jail for the rest of his life.
This is right before he shot up that Las. This is right before he shot up that Las Vegas hotel. It's really weird that he fucking posted this on 4chan right before he fucking killed all those people.
Holy shit. See, what I was trying to do before was I was trying to make a joke. Instead, I was making myself look like a piece of shit. And Blake Hammond actually delivers real jokes that sound funny, concise, make you
funny.
laugh.
God, shut up. You're funny. Shut up.
I'm not begging for
God
compliments right now. I'm just drunk. All right, let's get going.
And you know nobody's fool.
These transitions are amazing.
To the machine.
Oh no! And then it just ends inexplicably, and then he's got credits. Every famous fucking artist has credits of who did the music video afterwards, and complete silence with no fucking fade out at all. This is brilliant, Luke. Thank you so much.
You
for
guys
bringing
gotta get this guy on the show.
Oh man, no thanks. Pat's
And
always the one suggesting that we talk to these fucking retards that we see on the internet, and that's why it was like, as soon as Pat created his little side thing where he talks to these fucking morons for his Patreon content, every time that Pat suggests having a shitty guest on like this guy, I'm like, oh, that is a good idea on your Patreon by yourself, where I don't have to waste time talking to this fucktard.
Dude, this fucking kind of rules though. Like, if you got on and made him explain why he thinks Luke is his target audience, like, that's pretty good content.
Sure, for 7 minutes, and then you've got a whole podcast in front of you. Yeah,
but
it's 7 solid minutes, and then the rest is nothing.
Navigating that's where the real fucking good content is getting that guy and not knowing what to do with him is so fucking funny to me.
You got to do it. Get him on Just the Clip. What is there a premise? Is there what's the premise to Just the Clip, by the way? Like, is it just
it's just us
cut out the funny
shit.
parts?
Yeah, we cut up the funny parts and put some, well, not all of them, but we put some of the funny parts on Instagram enough. Hopefully, we've had 2 clips blow up on Instagram, but that's it. There's only been so we were trying to go to get as many clips go viral. I really just need to post them on Twitter. But yeah, if we can get clips to go viral, hopefully people will subscribe to the Patreon.
Dude, Blake is funny as fuck, by the way, listeners. Go out and, for all the... I don't know why I feel so comfortable talking shit. I've met you. This is the 3rd time we've ever interacted with human beings ever. And I feel so comfortable just talking shit with you because the first time that I met this fuck, he's in studio cracking the craziest fucking jokes about Sandy Hook. He was just the real tragedy of Sandy Hook is, all those hot kids that died. And it's oh, shit, we could be friends. We
Did
fucking...
I say that?
Yes! I listened back to it. I was like, oh, no. Oh, fucking no. But it was we could fucking talk shit. And you're hilarious. And I don't know if I've seen you live before, but just from interactions with you, I know that you're going to be fucking funny as shit if comedy ever comes back.
Yeah, you gotta come see my act. It's
Goddamn,
fun.
I want to. Do you have a time that you're gonna be back at any point? I know you said you're waiting for the vaccine.
whenever I get the shots, and then I'm gonna fucking go on a tour. That's that's my whole fucking plan. I'm just gonna go every single fucking place I can. But yeah, in March, I was on the road with Jeff Tate. And if things were we were fucking killing it. It was a lot of fun. And then the world stopped and it just it sucks.
Couldn't decide if Jeff Tate hated being in our studio or not. Cause I didn't know how to.
He's gotten super. Okay. So here's the problem with Jeff is he's super funny, but he also has gotten very
afraid of being canceled.
Yeah.
I think so.
But
going
why?
on a
He doesn't.
podcast,
He's like the most
Right.
liberal of the Cincinnati comedy scene. Like he's the like.
yeah,
Maybe
but
he's
front-
got some skeletons in that
I
closet.
think
Maybe. He's a
I
45-year-old
don't-
former
I
drug
gotta-
addict, like they used to stay up all night doing
Probably.
cocaine, doing crazy shit. He talks about it.
Yeah,
Of course, he's got
probably.
skeletons.
He's probably got some skeletons, but
Nobody
I think,
like that doesn't. But still, like, why are you so scared?
But
Sorry.
I think it's because you go on like with guys like us, like I don't give a fuck. Like if somebody found some podcast clip of mine and was like, "Did you say this?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I fucking
100%.
I said it. Yeah,
Yes.
it was a fucking joke. What
Yeah.
do you fucking mean?" But it's like when you go on shit like this where it's real free and just not, you could just be like that. I think he feels like he has to be Mr. Social Justice guy.
The second time we had him on, it just seemed like I was trying to talk to him about comedy too much, and I was like, I'm too much of a fan of Jeff Tate to talk to him. Like, I gotta take a step back and be like, he's fucking a dude named Jeff that I'm gonna talk to right now. Like, he's a
just
dude.
guy.
Like, don't be a
Dog,
fucking
I
nerd about
fucking-
this.
I ignore his texts. Like that's where we're at now. You know what I mean? Like where it's like because it used to be like, oh my god, Jeff texted me. I have to fucking figure out how to work like the hot girl in high school text you. You know what I mean? But now it's like, Jeff's texting me again about the fucking whatever. It's like, dude, not right now. I'm fucking.
I'm doing something, dude. I'm trying to get my dick sucked. You're over here talking to me
right.
about God knows, like,
Yeah,
oh, you're
talking about
afraid that you're.
fucking the NBA or something, and I'm like, fucking shut up. I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, my dad died. Now it's weird. I don't have any material about like how he fucked me up as a kid, as a Christian. Now I feel bad about it. So like, you're like, shut up, Jeff. I'm trying to fucking get my dick sucked. Leave me alone.
Jeff's fucking awesome. He's been like really good to me. But yeah, I think he's just, I don't know, man. He gets in his own way a lot. He could have been fucking. I think he could have been very big.
Our buddy Lloyd
he still
told
could
us
be.
about that. Like he was like, you know Lloyd, right? He's the fucking massive giant of a man that you can't miss. Lloyd's the
fucking
best.
love Lloyd.
He's a fucking
Lloyd's the
psychopath
fucking
in the
best.
best way. Like not a
He's
real psychopath,
incredible.
but like just like the biggest fucking craziest looking dude. And then like you meet him and he's a sweetheart and he's got crazy stories and he's at every show and he's supporting
Dude, he's
everybody.
at every
He's amazing.
fucking comedy show.
I've
And he-
never
he
went to a
did-
comedy show in the Cincinnati area or the Kentucky area and not seen Lloyd every time.
Lloyd-
and the
Lloyd's
comedians
there, dude.
bring him on stage.
Dude, he's my he's my biggest fan. He is 100% my biggest fan. Him fucking coming up to me and telling me that I'm his favorite comic in Cincinnati made me almost cry. I was
He's the
like,
best.
what? I was like, dude, because he loves comedy so much that it meant something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, this guy, that means
You
something.
appreciate the respect of that man. Which is why I'm
for
like,
sure.
why do you like me, Lloyd? Like, why are you my friend? Like, I'm some dumb fuck. I
He's
don't
the
even do
night-
comedy.
dude.
He's like telling me that I'm like as funny as a comedian. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Lloyd. You're gonna make my head all big, and I'm not gonna
You
say
guys are
funny
all-
shit anymore.
You guys are both funny. Like you and Luke and fucking Patrick is a fucking great podcast host. Like he is able to wrangle your three identities into making it like a fucking really good podcast. But you two, Luke, you're super funny too, but you never fucking talk.
Yeah,
Which is annoying.
talk more. It's my
and
fault.
Sorry,
Cody
man.
doesn't shut up, so it's like you need to fucking talk more.
Yeah.
But you guys are both super funny, and that's
Thanks,
why
man.
that's why it's easy. That's why it's easy for me to come on here because it's not like I'm talking to two guys. I'm talking to two guys that I think are fun. Like you guys are my
Yeah,
friends.
same to you,
know what I mean?
man.
It's not like
feel-
a fucking
Thanks,
weird
man.
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like a dick
Yeah.
that I didn't invite Jeremy also, but I was like, I don't know.
It's
Like
okay.
I didn't even
dude.
know
I
that
don't
you
want
guys
Jeremy
weren't
to
doing
be on
justice.
this. It's fine. No, I don't want. No, I don't need another fucking 2 hours with Jeremy. Okay, I'm fine doing stuff on my own. I'm the fucking talent of the podcast. He's the fucking producer. It's fine. No, Jeremy's fucking hilarious. But he gets in his own way all the time too. It's like, God, shut the fuck up. You're funny. Shut up.
I love how you just like you don't give a fuck about talking about all this shit because you understand that this is what people actually want to hear. Like you were talking shit about Rand Barnacle, like one of the funniest people we've had on. Like I mean, next to all you, like when I say one of the funniest people, I mean like all these comedians stack, like you, John, like fucking
Rand's fucking hilarious. Rand is funny in a way that I am not. Like he's so fucking just in the moment all the time. It's crazy.
And he's on. He just like joke
the fucking time.
Like there's no real personality there, and that's what you want. It's like fuck the person. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just here
so
for the
fake.
jokes.
He's just so funny.
I don't mean it like that. It's funny that I said it like that.
Right, it is, but it is like that. There's like, who are you? You know what I mean? Because it's just on all the time, and it's like, man. But then the thing is about the thing that you said that I'm talking shit about Rand. I'm talking shit about Rand in the way that he can't write a fucking joke, and he's a dork, but he can't write a joke.
No, but I mean, it never comes across when you're talking shit like you're like, oh, this is secret. Like he slipped and said. You come across as like these are my buddies, and I'm gonna talk shit about them because they're my friend. The same way that I do Luke and Pat, like on the podcast or behind their back on another podcast, because it's like you guys are my brothers. I love you, motherfuckers. I'm gonna talk crazy shit about you though.
The thing about Rand is he will get mad as fuck. If he finds out that I said anything derogatory about him.
You were talking about him being scared of ghosts.
Yeah,
you're like, dude, I can't wear behemoth shirts around him because he's scared of the devil and shit like that.
He's afraid of the devil. It's like, dude, you're so fucking gay.
What a corny nerd.
It's a fucking devil, dude. What the fuck? He's not real. It's fucking so stupid. But yeah, no, I'll talk shit about, like, I've told Rand he can't write a joke before, and he knows that. But if he heard me say that on here, he would be like legit angry.
Yeah, because it's a different thing.
But he's so funny.
The best part of you is that you're just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fucking talk shit about my boy on the podcast. I know it'll make him mad. I know we won't talk for a week and a half, but I'm still going to do it.
We don't really talk. We don't really fucking ever, like, go back and forth. I don't never text him or anything.
I'm going to piss. Luke, find something hilarious to talk about with Blake. Or Blake, just talk QAnon bullshit. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Have fun. I'm going to go piss.
What's up, dude?
Not much. So, how long have you known Rand? Because like when you guys were talking about Rand's personality, where he is just always on, like joke.
Yeah.
When I first met him, when he came into our first studio, which was I think you had been there, Patrick's old attic.
Yeah.
It's like a shark eye almost type of personality. Like he's dead behind there. He's just looking around for like joke.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like
what is about to be said.
It doesn't. A lot of times, it doesn't feel like he's a real person, and it's like, but that's good though too, because when he goes on stage, he can do that with anyone. Like that's the thing. Like he can do what he does with any audience member. And that's why he's really good at crowd work and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But like off stage, it's like, dog, sometimes I just want to talk. You know what I mean? Like I don't fucking really need you to be the funniest dude in the world. You know what I mean? Like it's just is like fucking just calm down. You know what I mean? Like it's fine. Like we can just sit. We can just talk about the UFC or whatever. You know what I mean? We don't have to fucking like actually just be funny all the fucking time. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I also like if you're a fucking chef, it's not like you're cooking all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a fucking weird.
Sometimes you gotta put that spatula down.
Yeah, dude.
I swear to God, I feel like I'm cooking all the time. I do. I'm the first cook at deli, so third out of like 15 dudes. So it's like I am. Then I get home and I'm like, I gotta cook for the kids. And yeah, sure. Sometimes it's Velveeta Mac and whatnot, but I feel like I swear to God, I'm cooking all the fucking time because I'm too broke to order out. But
at the same time, it's not like you're doing it because you don't go home and cook
necessity
because you just fucking love it. You just love it. Like you're just like, I can't stop cooking because I gotta be the best cook. I gotta be the best cook in the world all the time. And if there's a better cook in the room, I gotta prove that I'm better than him. Like it's like a fucking weird
like comedians are like that, man, where you're just like, you don't have to be funny just shut the fuck
Be a
up.
goddamn
sometimes.
person at some point.
Just
Like
be
talk
a
about
person.
something else.
Yes, just
Yeah.
be a person. Just talk to me like a human
Just
being,
exist.
you know?
I like
just exist.
I like because I'm not a comedian. I'm glad that I never pursued it because I would have one sucked at it and two, like I would have been
still wanna
driven
at
enough to
least
do
try
it. But like
once.
it was like fucking like I'm glad that I didn't do that because then you could just be like stupid and funny and like not be held to the standards of like you're a comedian so you have to be funny all the time. Like I'm not always fucking funny. I don't fucking know. Like sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I got my game face on, but I'm just trying to like talk. I can't shut the fuck up. I got mental health issues and like podcasts make me feel better. So like I gotta keep like talking.
No comedians are funny. We all fucking suck.
That's what the name of the podcast is, by the way. No comedians are funny.
It's fucking we all suck. But everybody just it's all how much can you pretend that you don't fucking suck? I don't know. Everybody thinks that they're the best, and it's like, dude, we're all bad. There's like 4 good comedians. It's fucking Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr and fucking Stanhope, and I don't know. I mean,
I think Rogan's still funny. His podcast sucks dick, but every time he puts out a special, I'm laughing my nuts off.
I would rather fucking listen to his podcast than ever his stand-up. I always thought his stand-up was like really bad.
You hate his stand-up?
I said it was fucking terrible.
No,
yeah.
Come on, man. What are you talking about? When he was talking about, this is an old joke, but he was like, look at the candidates that we got. This is before Trump got elected. He was like, we got a fucking like a billionaire reality TV show host. We got a old Jewish man that hates money, and then we got fucking a woman that can't stand up without passing out, but like has to rule the world. And they're like, "Oh, Hillary, please sit down. You're gonna hurt yourself." And she's like, "Nope, one ring to rule them all." And then he makes his eyes roll back in his head, like shit like that. I was laughing at that at work for no reason the other day because shit like that stands out. Like, that dude, I'll fight for... His podcast sucks dick now. It used to be good. But I swear to God, I'll fight for his comedy. He's as funny. Sure, maybe, but like I don't want to hear about elk meat in the middle of an alien abduction story like we told last week. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about hunting. Shut up. Shut the fuck up about hunting.
Like,
yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Dave Goggins did some crazy shit. So like you're fucking like your dick's super hard for David Goggins, but shut the fuck up about it, man. You're talking to like The Undertaker, talk to him about wrestling. Let fucking Tony Hinchcliffe talk to him about that. But no, instead you guys are sucking each other's dicks about like how good the police are and fucking like Texas is an amazing state because you can get Kobe beef. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about that.
Was the Undertaker on? And
yeah.
Were they talking about how much?
No, I'm making that up.
I don't know, man. I don't know if he was.
He was on. But there was moments where I was like, dude, shut up and talk about his wrestling career. I don't want to hear you talk anymore. Like, I love his comedy, though. I do love his comedy, but I'm with you on your.
I
digress.
Never been into his comedy. I guess because like I don't know. I'm more like Luke, where Patton Oswalt was more my shit. So
I love Patton too, though.
Yeah, right. I guess I don't know. I guess it was just like a.
It's not a one or the other thing for me. Like it's like
I remember
funny is funny to me. I don't give a fuck.
I remember exactly where I was and like what joke I heard when I first.
Which joke was it for you?
It was the Dr. Pepper joke. I was in my brother's car and we were driving to Columbus, and it was the Dr. Pepper joke where the old man kept passing out in the middle of his bit and waking up telling a different bit, and then would fall asleep again and then wake up and then complete the first bit. And yeah, dude, it killed me. It fucking killed me.
The 2 bits that got me with him were the steak bit, obviously. That's like
so good.
It's like
Black Angus.
Black Angus. Well, you better open up, Betty Sue, because fucking dude, it's so good. But that joke, and then what was the one that I just had? Now it's gone out of my head. Really, that whole Comedy Central Presents where he talks about Bush. Bringing up out the apocalypse.
Dude, yes, fucking Bill or George Bush and
why
Dick Cheney Jump the General Lee over the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, dude.
That's the one. For me,
Yes.
that's the one. I swear to God, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the.
joke, that
I went
whole-
back
that
and watched
whole-
an old like HBO one night stand of Patton Oswalt that was like
Yeah, dude,
1999.
94.
Oh yeah, it
Dude,
might be
there was-
94. It might be way earlier than that.
Because Chappelle, because there's a
Yeah, they're eating at a diner.
because they're eating at a diner and
Yeah.
Chappelle's there, and I think Jeff Garland and a couple other people. But yeah, that's a great one.
It's dated,
the
but like
fuck-
it's dated in a good way where you can see like the dude
Yeah.
evolve, and it's like
Yeah.
all of like the core elements of Patton are still there, like literally 30 years ago. It's fucking insane to me. I'm like,
It's fucking
you're
awesome,
still
man.
just as
You
good,
can
just
see
like in the
the
mindset of the
rage
90s.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he's fucking amazing. He's really just one of the best comics I think of all time.
He's been that good for
completely-
30
he, like-
years too. Is the
he,
incredible
like-
part. Go ahead,
He
Luke. Sorry.
His jokes are still like they hit generations. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, he
he's
did a
got a
bit.
joke about like the KFC. He goes like, "What do you got?" And they're like, "We got this." He's like, "I want all of it." And they're like, "Okay, we can do that." And he's like, "Put it in a bowl." And they're like, "No, we can put it on a plate for you like a human being." He's like, "No, put in a caulk gun and just inject it into my femoral artery." You know, like that embodies the like the boredom and like the mild depression you have when
Yeah.
you just walk into like a Skyline or like a McDonald's and just be like, "I want the number 6, just give it to me. I want to get home. I don't care." Like, you know, it's so good, and that
Well, I
joke
mean,
is just gonna carry
I also-
forever. You know?
I know this shit's very like super sad, like how he lost his wife and like everything that she did to catch that Golden State like murderer or whatever, and like of course like with them having like a young child, it's so fucking sad to me. Like I hate to make a comedy podcast like depressing, but I feel for that dude because I love his craft so much. But like the way
Yeah.
that everybody was, you even like on the Bastard Sermon when that happened, you're like, I don't even think my favorite comedian of all time is he's not gonna come back, and he came back with a vengeance. He came back with a great special,
Dude, that
also
fucking
addressed
special
it.
ruled.
It was amazing.
Incredible.
It looked
That
like he
last
worked it
15
hard
I
as
had-
fuck. Like
I had
he cared.
absolutely. I had no idea that he was going to touch on the subject of Meredith's passing. I had no idea. I was like, he's not going to bring it up. There's no way. It's too soon.
Oh,
he's not going to
dude, he
include
would
that part of his
absolutely-
special.
Are you
and then it was
kidding?
like right away. It was like involved. I was like, oh my
And
god. Like,
and he
just
set it
straight
up with fucking crowd work. Are you kidding me? He set up
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
fucking last chunk with crowd work. Like that's a fuck in a theater.
And
Are
no
you fucking
setups.
Kidding me?
He doesn't
Yeah,
have
dude.
plans.
That's
He's a
That's a
35-year
fucking
comedian. He
professional.
doesn't have like somebody in the audience like ready to answer his questions. He's
No.
ready to fucking do that shit. I don't know.
Well, eventually you just do it so much that there's only like 10 types of people. You know what I mean? So it's like you could just fucking you have an idea of what's gonna happen. So you sort of just have like there's only so many options. You know what I mean? So it is if you do it so often. But he did it pretty masterfully there, and yeah, it's really great. Did he have this bit? The bit that I think that stuck with me the most, and I think about it all the time, is he talks about like conservative talk radio, and it always like has like a fucking shitty guitar solo, and they're like, next on Rush, why black people smell different. Like it's like fucking,
And the
I'm
way-
like, dude, that
dude.
and the way that he
Dude, if
sings
we're
it
talking-
also.
If we're talking about Patton Oswalt and guitar jokes, my favorite one, hands down, is the joke about power groups with
yeah.
it's like we got just a group of sweaty guys playing guitar, rubbing shoulders in a warehouse, just squibbity flabbity doo doo doo, you know. Like, if only we could have like murdered out the entire mullet hairstyle in just a weekend with the Beavis and Butthead like lookalikes. Like, all right, dude, you just start shooting and I'll just like squibbly flabbity pip 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 dead. He's trying to deflect the guns with the power of his rock, you know, just like fucking Ted Nugent.
This podcast is so easy. All we have to do is tell already funny jokes by Patton Oswalt. If you don't fuck the words up, people will love this podcast. Let's
I'm
keep
such
it going.
A fucking hack.
One of
I'm such a
No,
hack.
you're not a
It's-
comedian. You
it's
can't be a hack. Whatever. Who cares? We
It's
enjoy this
literally-
comedian.
It's literally just enjoying.
Yeah, who
it's
gives a fuck?
enjoying art.
Nobody's
Like, that's the
listening.
fucking-
Also, Luke, we're an hour and 27 in. Like, no one's here anymore. Who gives a fuck? We're talking about what we want to talk about
Shut
at
up.
this point.
Shut up.
Fuck them all. No, I'm being dead serious. Who cares? Fuck. Like, that's why we're recording this. My favorite, though. The,
Hey,
I'm going to
last
fuck
month
this up.
was our
Luke, you know
most
this. So,
lucrative with downloads.
what'd you say?
I said last month was our most lucrative with downloads.
Who gives
in
a
long
fuck?
while.
Anyways, back to the Patton Oswalt thing. The fucking you have to tell the joke because I don't know the joke real well like you do because I'm not like I love Patton Oswalt, but I don't fucking I don't memorize his jokes. But the one about where he's talking about he sets the joke up with a song. It's about the Dodge Wrangler like 1979 commercial that he saw on TV or whatever, and he sings it. He starts it off by singing the whole thing, and he's like, Dodge Rambler, and then he goes into the whole fucking thing, like sings the entire tune. Then he's just like, I can remember that after seeing it 2 times in 1979 on television as a commercial, and then I've taken 3 infant CPR classes, and I can't tell you what the first step is, or whatever the thing was, but I like it was a small one, but it was like, he sung a whole thing out, like had a story, and then
Just
went into
for
a
that.
fucking great, exactly, just for a little fucking payoff, and that's just like a small setup to the whole thing that he's getting to. I appreciate shit like that with him.
He was. It was an ad from like a car dealership or something in his hometown that he had heard on the radio.
Do you know the bit? What I was saying though was you're such a connoisseur of Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, I
that-
know the joke you're referring.
No,
to,
the
but
jingle.
I don't
Do you know the
remember
jingle?
song.
Okay,
no,
that's
I
what I was
don't
looking
remember
for.
The song, no.
I was like, Luke probably knows how to sing this whole motherfucker. Like he was like, yeah, I mean,
used to
I normally have
his,
a vibrator in my
his
butthole
book.
while I'm reciting it, but I guess I could try to do it like not vibrating asshole, but it's gonna be
I
difficult.
used to have
it's
his
gonna be
book.
hard. Blake, I feel like
What?
you were trying to say something like 9 times, and
I think what I was gonna say was bring up a different the joke that I was gonna bring up was from his newest special, and this is like when I got to see him do that hour like when I opened for him or whatever, and this is the joke that like fucking stuck with me so hard is when he was talking about how he had to go to his daughter. He got invited to the premiere of that fucking Star Wars movie with. What was it? Solo. He got invited, like personally invited to the premiere of Solo, and he couldn't go because he had to go to his daughter's art exhibit like that day. So he couldn't go to this Solo premiere, and and he does this whole bit about how the fucking art exhibit sucks and it's just bad, and his kid's art sucks, and he's just pissed off. and then at the end he goes, and if you had told me like when I was 13 years old that you're going to miss the premiere of a new Star Wars movie is you have to go to your daughter's art exhibit, I would have been like, some lady let me fuck her? That's cool. Like that's
oh shit.
such a fucking good payoff because all the punches about his daughter are super funny. Like him shitting on his daughter's art is really fucking great. But then that turn at the end is like, man,
The
that's
shading's
so
bad. The composition is terrible.
yeah, it's all fucking this is derivative of whatever. Yeah, it's like
We're coming
It's
up
a
on
good thing he had a daughter because he had a whole bit about having a son and how scared he was that he was gonna be like a jock and bully him and throw his comic books up on the roof and shit like that.
do you remember Brian Posehn's bit about having a kid and he goes, if I ever become a comic that talks about his kid on stage, I want you to punch my kid in the face. And then he had a kid, and then he had to do a whole bit about how he doesn't want him to get punched in the
No
face.
one punch my child, please.
Because he's like, I know he's gonna get punched at some point. Like he's gonna be reading like a Stephen King book underneath a tree, and some jock's gonna come up to him and be like, faggot, and just punch him in the face. So he's gonna try to hold it off as long as possible.
I've never heard that, but that's fucking hilarious.
So fucking funny, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, we're turning into a pumpkin. We got to do ad reads, and I'm already drunk, and I got to do a whole nother Patreon. And Blake's girlfriend's about to get home with his fucking
Yeah, dog.
90,000 calorie fast food diet. She stopped at every. The reason it's taken her so long, she actually got off work 3 hours ago, but she's been stopping at every fast food restaurant in the local area to pick up like all the gordita crunches, the fucking like.
She used to be she was basically DoorDash before there was one. You know what I mean? She just fucking goes and picks up every fucking fast food she could find on the way home and then feeds it to my fat ass. And she puts it in a blender and then we put it in a feeding tube and she just shoves it in my mouth as I sleep.
I thought you were going to say ass, but yeah.
But I mean, it could have been ass, but I'm not a fucking hack like you.
Thank you for keeping me correct. I appreciate that. I've got one more thing for you guys. This is what I was gonna get to because it's brand new. Are you guys familiar with Meat Canyon? Have you ever seen a Meat Canyon video on YouTube? He does these really like weird, like I'm sure that you've seen it before. It's like they'll take Ed, and Eddie and they'll make it just the weirdest, creepiest like animation style that they can possibly do. It always has something to do with like either murder or like fucking pedophilia or like some really creepy shit. They make like all your favorite kids cartoons in the most uncomfortable moments that you've ever been through.
Is it like YouTube poop stuff? Like almost? Or?
Well, I'll just have to show you. I have one already queued up, and I wanted to close the show out on this because I don't know a better way to do it. Wait, this is the wrong tab. One moment. Cody's partaking the alcohol. Here we go.
Another Super Bowl win under your belt. I'm going to spend time with my family. That's what I'm going to do. You know I won this game for you, right?
I know, Daddy.
Wait, are you playing it?
Yeah, is it not playing?
110%.
No, I just see The Undertaker and The Godfather almost came to blows during a snow.
Yeah, same.
Oh, what happened? I don't know what's going on. Let's try this again. My fault. It's Zoom. It's not me. I promise.
Yeah.
Out there.
Excuse.
See it now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tom, what are you going to do now with yet another Super Bowl win under your belt? I'm going to spend time with my family. That's what I'm going to do. You know I won this game for you, right?
I know, Daddy. I know.
I gave 110% out there. That extra 10% was for you.
You are the greatest quarterback to ever live, Daddy.
Do you really mean it, son?
I really do. Come on, Dad. That was just a peck.
What the?
Wait for it. Wait for it. It'll get there.
Touchdown, Tom Brady.
Touchdown, Tom Brady. Holds his hand.
Don't fucking touch me! How many more rings do I have to wear for you to understand? God damn it! Fuck!
I want to get out of here.
You want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get out of here. All right, bye, everyone. See you at the next Super Bowl.
I wish Tom Brady would kiss me like his son. I wish he'd hold me.
All right, that's what I had to share with you guys. I figured Blake could appreciate that.
Jesus Christ, dude. Tom Brady. Dude, why does he kiss his son on the lip?
know.
It's so weird.
I didn't even know that was a real thing, but
Oh, that's real, dude. That's real life. That is real life.
Oh my
He kisses
God.
his son
Holy
on the
fuck.
lips, and that's why everybody makes those fucking jokes, man.
I don't know dick about
God.
sports, so this was literally my
Christ.
first interaction with like Tom Brady kissing his son was this super fucked up cartoon Oh my god.
No, I mean, it ain't that far off. It's fucking wild, dude. It is fucking wild.
I'm about to do it. I'm about to do a dive, like a deep dive on that YouTube channel.
Tom Brady pedophilia.
You're gonna have to send that to me.
Put your penis away, Luke.
Yeah, fucking Luke's like, I want to jerk off to that. That was nice.
You said they do like Ed.
Oh, I
Ed and
hated
Eddie
that.
and shit
What
like
was the name of the video so that I could block it from my browser and I'll never be able to see it again? Oh yeah, what's the name? What is it?
You said they do like Ed, and Eddie and other cartoons.
Bro, you've never seen Meat Canyon? Hold on, we got another couple minutes.
That's
we'll
what
read
I was
we'll read the fucking ads afterwards. Let's just not include Blake with that. He has a little series that he does, Meat Canyon on YouTube. He takes like all the like every single like bit of your childhood and ruins it by making it like scary and
awesome.
Weird and creepy.
Oh, this is acid material.
It's for you if you're a fucking complete psychopath. It's acid material. Hold on, let me. I'll do one more and then we'll close this bitch out and we'll read the ads. I gotta take a break before we read the ads, and we don't have to have Blake here twiddling his fucking thumbs together while we read ads. You know, so let him finish out with something fun. Hold on, how do I do this? The drunkenness. There we are. Yes, indeed. All right. Ed and Eddie. Hold on, I can search it inside of here. This is worth watching because it's understandably insane. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, what the fuck?
2 minutes. We could do 2 minutes,
Listen,
right?
dork. Don't put your trash on my door. You hear me?
25 cents.
What?
25 cents is all it takes, Kevin.
For what? Another one of your loser projects?
No. To see God. Have you ever wanted to see something so beautiful? So unattainable?
Where's Johnny?
He's witnessing perfection.
What do you mean? Matter of fact, where is everyone today?
They are all a part of something far greater. They have seen something so pure that their hearts can no longer.
This is amazing.
It's fucking insane.
And it's right.
And every video's like this.
That door.
Whatever, dork, just take it and leave me alone. What is... Get off me! Get off me! No!
Now, who wants a jawbreaker?
Like every single video is just like, how can we make this the most uncomfortable watching experience? You'll have anxiety watching every video that Meat Canyon puts out.
Yeah, I just fucking
You'll have a panic attack.
Panic attack.
That's all it makes me feel the whole time. Like, and Luke's like, how can I really fuck my brain up real good?
How can I make this worse? Let me add LSD to it.
LSD seems too safe. Is there any research chemicals that I can get? Something non-scheduled, please. Like something that'll ketamine, perhaps.
Can I dose the COVID vaccine and watch these videos?
Yeah, it's right up Luke's alley. I can't believe that you don't know about this. Like Luke watches. Like, I'm sure it's hacked now that we fucking said it 360. It's like Luke fucks his dog. Yeah, ha, 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 ha. We all said it a million times. But he really does take psychedelic drugs all the time.
Yes.
I know, we said it a million times, but he really does
it. No, he takes psychedelic drugs and watches horror films, and like not just horror films, like psychological thrillers. Like he'll be watching American Psycho in the midst of like 3 tabs of acid. Like, what are you doing to your brain right now, man?
I'll watch like super weird, nonsensical, like indie shit on YouTube. Like I'll watch Alan Tutorial.
That's what I'm talking about. That shit is
by
bizarre.
Alan Resnick. I'll watch like Tidy Monster. If none of y'all have seen that on YouTube, Tidy Monster is pretty great when you're on acid.
If we had more time, we'd watch it. But
Yeah.
You're so weird.
a great way to close it out, Blake Hammond. Check out Just the Clip podcast.
Hell yeah.
Dude, anything, drop everything that you want to drop. Any shout outs, any fucking like plugs, anything that you want to talk about.
My Twitter, man, at Big Red Machine. Just follow me there. That's all.
And
that's
the
all I
Patreon.
have.
And the Patreon.
And the Patreon, Just the Clip podcast. Yeah.
Send Blake some money. He's not doing comedy. He needs it, I think.
I do.
And he's got good content. He's fucking hilarious. You've heard him. Like, you guys know about him. Like, go and fucking support your local people. Like,
yeah.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you
Hell
coming
yeah.
on.
Thanks, guys. This is fun. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. All right, we're going to do the
All right,
ad reads
boys.
after a quick break. Deuces, Blake.
See ya.
All right, guys, we're back with the reads, the most important part of the podcast, the reason that everybody fucking tunes in. Our first sponsor is Cody Best out there at Clifton Barbers. Go and check him out. He's fucking amazing. He's done haircuts on Luke. Luke's out here looking like a sexy, bad bitch right now. Like he's doing fucking, you never see Pat's hair outside of a beanie, but he's got a solid haircut that's coming from Cody Best. He even gets out there and trims up the beards. If you got a big, burly beard like our friend Eamon or Mansfield or like any of the other bad motherfuckers out there listening with a big, fat beard, he's got straight razor shaves available. He's doing all kinds of like solid beard trims, all the latest like fashion, anything that you want. If you dig it, you're going to be able to fucking get it from Clifton Barbers. Go and check that out. They're, as for Cody Best specifically, all the artists out there, like all the hair artists, all the fucking barbers, they're amazing. But like the Cody's the one that sponsors the podcast, so go and get a haircut from him specifically. Clifton Barbers, 337 Ludlow Avenue, of course, in Clifton. If you want to check out their Instagram or their Facebook, it's at Clifton Barbers. The Instagram bio has links to every one of their personal accounts. There's no walk-ins right now at the moment due to COVID. It's all appointment only, and it's all through the online booking. Just check out that tag, and you'll be able to catch them. Cash only. So, like, you bring in cash is king, you get a haircut, it's fucking all fine and dandy. You get a little tip in there, everybody eats, everybody feels good, everybody gets a nice haircut, a nice beard trim, you'll feel great. 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. Cody Best is the man. Go and fucking check him out. All right, after that, Hail Dark Aesthetics. This is our dude, Neil Higginbotham. He runs this fucking amazing shop of just like weirdness, oddities, like skulls. He's got all kinds of like movie cardboard cutouts of slasher films and like Hannibal Lecter's in there, records. He's got all kinds of cool shit. That dude is amazing. He's fun to talk to. Get in there. If not for anything else, you're like, I don't even know if I have money to spend on something like this. It's the middle of the pandemic. Just go down there and fucking look for Neil, just the dude with the short hair and the glasses and a cool t-shirt on. He'll sit there and talk to you for an hour about anything. He's fucking amazing. He's like got great stories. Like, you'll want to buy something by the end of that conversation, I promise you. Check him out at 720 Main Street, Covington, Kentucky, 41011. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The website is store.hailcincinnati.com. We will also offer 10% off. 10%? Holy fucking dog balls. You're going to take $1 off every fucking $10 that you spend there. If that isn't a great deal for a local sponsorship, I don't know what fucking is, ladies and gentlemen. Just say Hail Bastard at checkout. I assume this works at the online store also. Hail Dark Aesthetics Records and Oddities. They're fucking amazing. Go and check them out. Luke, you got more reads?
Yeah, we're also sponsored by Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. I don't know about you guys, but I like to smoke some Schweed. And if you guys smoke some Schweed or you smoke some tobacco
or CBD,
or
you just have like regular CBD, like
CBD oils,
something that's legal in our state.
Aches and pains. You need something sleepy. Fucking go on over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop, man. They've got the greatest selection of heady glassware. The vape machines that they've got there are awesome. The bowls, the glass screens are super handy. If you got a glass bowl piece, you know, you need the glass screens for those. They've got the best prices on all of that and the greatest quality. I'm telling you. And if you want to head on over there and let them know that you're a bastard, you're going to get 15% off. 15. It was 10%. They upped that shit up to 15. That means I'm sure a good amount of you guys are using it if they bumped it up to 15. So head on over there. It's fucking great. I tell you. And they've got 2 locations. So if you can't get to one, maybe you can get to the other. One's at 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45249. And the other is at 937 Monmouth Street, Newport, Kentucky, 41071. And we are also have continued sponsorship by Crunch Bike Gaming. Crunch Bike Gaming streams at Twitch and Facebook at Crunch Bike Gaming, and he goes live every Thursday at 1 p.m. and throughout the week, depending on his work schedule. He typically plays older games like Spyro, Halo. He's been doing a whole lot of Rocket League and Minecraft. Still some Monster Hunter every now and again recently. But he's been branching out with the Crunch Bunch. It's his new group that he's been doing since the Beer Brigade has been taken already. The Crunch Bunch is great. They're doing some great stuff. They had someone cosplaying as Raven and wearing a beard a little bit ago.
Almost came in my pants right as you said
Gaming. Head on over to Crunch Bike Gaming and give him a like and a follow. He's always doing great shit, great content. And I think that's it.
This episode, as all episodes, is sponsored by the amazing, the talented, the incredible, the long dick wizard, Anthony Tank Mansfield. Go and check him out. Kneel to no one. If you want to buy any of his amazing glassware, his t-shirts, enamel pins, or his custom art starting at $30, KNEELTONOONE.com, or the same handle on Instagram. Direct message him. He'll hook you up. He's a good friend of the show. Thanks, Mansfield, for fucking always supporting us and for doing our 3-year anniversary. I'll still never get over the fact that you literally listened to every episode for a year and took 8 pages worth of notes. So that alone makes it worth the sponsorship. I love you, brother.
God, you're so fucking amazing for that.
Yes.
Also, don't forget to go give Patrick money. He's sick right now and dying. He's gonna need money for the medical bills with his headache right now. Check out Dark Mountain Cult. Hit him up for a commission or buy one of his prints. He's thinking about doing some Dragon Ball Z t-shirts. We'll see if Akira Toriyama doesn't sue him first. But yeah, follow him.
Yeah, Dark Mountain Cult. We love that motherfucker, and hopefully his pussy cancer will be cured soon. Also, Delightfully Macabre podcast. Go and check him out. Fucking All City podcast if Danny Gamble's still doing it. I love that show. Any other? Just a Clip. Thank you, Blake Hammond, for coming on today. That was fucking awesome. Just a Clip, Blake Hammond, and fucking Jeremy Johnston. Anybody that we've left out, it's not on purpose. We love you all. Thanks for supporting us. On to the Patreon. Go and check out the Bastard Sermon Patreon if you want to listen to the next half of this content. Goodbye, fuck faces.